5 or younger, making them the first team ever to have all their scoring from players that young in a playoff game. So, Scott, I mean, the youth is clearly balling out. Did this young Thunder team show you that they're ready to win right now?
Absolutely. And the difference in the series, we just saw him being interviewed, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the point guard position. There's a huge disparity there between these two. Shai is played at an MVP caliber this year and is going to be in the running in years to come. This guy makes great decisions on the basketball floor. No disrespect to C.J. McCollum, who can score the basketball, but he's not a natural point guard. This guy is. He's fearless. He's awesome in clutch time situations.
Ooh.
So, hey, this guy here, Shai Gilgeous, he can take him a long way this year.
Okay, you said clutch time situations. That is an award that will go out very, very soon. So still to come on NBA Today. As we've been mentioning, more playoff action tonight. Do the Lakers have a scheme issue? We hear about the disconnect that may exist in LA's locker room. Plus, what version of Joel Embiid is needed tonight in Philly's must-win game? Ramona is here with the latest on the reigning MVP. And go New York, go New York, go. Is this truly the year for the Knicks fans now that the Celtics have shown some vulnerabilities, some weaknesses? We discuss that next. NBA Today with your girl, Shanae. We'll be right back. To NBA Today, I'm your girl, Shanae Ogwumike, in for Malika Andrews, and that was a heartbreaking loss for the Lakers. Denver has now won 10 straight over LA, 6 of those coming in the playoffs. And there was clearly frustration from the Lakers after blowing a 20-point lead in Game 2. Now, Anthony Davis was critical of their late-game execution, and head coach Darvin Ham was asked about it at practice yesterday. Take a listen to both of them.
We have stretches where we just don't know what we're doing on both ends of the floor. And those are the ones that cost us.
I just think sometimes when plays don't turn out the way you think they should, and you know, the frustration sets in a little bit, but I don't think it's for us not being organized. I mean, I think I have incredibly talented coaches all along my staff, and we pride ourselves, whether it's a practice, a shoot around, a film session, a game, whatever, we pride ourselves on being, you know, highly efficient and organized. And so I just chalk that up to being frustrated. You know, it's an emotional game and the way it ended and all of that, but you know, I'll agree to disagree on that one.
The series shifts to LA tonight, and Dave McMenamin will be in the building. So, Dave, what can the Lakers do to really shift the momentum?
Well, Shanae, I mean, you heard those comments. The Lakers, at times this series, have looked like the better team. In the first half of the first 2 games in Denver, they averaged 59.5 points. The second half of those 2 games, only 41.5 points. So there's been a drop-off, and Darvin Ham's point has been, we just got to keep executing the stuff that we had been doing it and do it well. Continue to play with pace into the second half, not do things like roll the ball out in the backcourt to try to dwindle down the clock and get our team out of rhythm. Now, Anthony Davis's point, you read between the lines, is, hey, maybe we have some better instruction so everyone's on the same page as we deal with the Denver Nuggets making adjustments. So, you know, right now we're going to see really the Lakers season either spring new life tonight or basically be put to bed based on what happens in Game 3. And there's not going to be a cavalry coming to save the day. You know, I reported that Jared Vanderbilt is eyeing a return at some point this series. He was hoping perhaps as early as tonight. He's not cleared by the Lakers doctors for the night. There's no Christian Wood, even though we did see him at the practice facility getting up jump shots after practice on Wednesday, but he's not coming either. And the Lakers have kind of given up this tone of complaining about the referees. They realize the referees aren't going to save us either. It's going to be the same group that played in Game 2, and they got to find a way to play all 48 minutes, not just 47 and a half, and allow the Nuggets to steal the game like they did in Game 2.
Yeah, so the Lakers need to play with pace and get points, particularly in the second half, and they have to save themselves. Thank you so much, Dave McMenamin, for joining us and shedding a little light on the status of the Lakers moving forward, because the Lakers need to win Game 3, period. They are 2-25 in series when they're falling behind 2 games to none, and haven't won a series like that since 2004. Remember, teams are 0-151 in series when going down 3 games.
I remember
to
that
9.
2004 series against the Spurs. That's the Derek Fisher shot.
Oh,
Remember the Derek Fisher shot at the end of the game, and he just ran off the court?
Came after the Tim Duncan shot.
And I remember the 2004 finals, too.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. Those are flashbacks for me. I was very, very young during those days, but I'm glad those memories are very fond. Now, the Lakers, they are, y'all, back at home.
Yep.
They haven't played in Crypto.com since April 9th, 16 days ago. Home court should definitely give them a boost, but it's been 10 straight losses to Denver. So, Ramona, it seems like they need to change something. What is that?
You know, I talked to Darvin Ham about this. What do you need to change? What adjustments? He goes, if we hold the Nuggets to 101 points, we should win that game. Like, they improved on everything from game 1 to game 2. They feel good about the way that they defended Denver. I think they actually, I even talked to another coach in the Western Conference about how the Lakers play. What would you do? They said they actually played really well. They just need to not go 6 minutes without scoring in the fourth quarter. Like that fourth quarter was painful to watch. It wasn't just the foul or not foul on D'Angelo Russell. It was that they went for nothing. They couldn't score for 6 minutes in the fourth quarter. You get away from Anthony Davis. I think if they get anything out of Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura offensively, I know those two guys are busy defensively, but they actually played very well in those first 2 games.
The Lakers have been in position to win both of these games, to be honest with you, but I think they got to just D'Angelo Russell is key to the series. He played well in game 2. He's got to play well again. They need something from Austin Reeves in this game from a scoring perspective. And to your point with Anthony Davis, look, I'm disappointed in Anthony Davis saying what he said. I'll be honest with you about that. I'm very disappointed. He's a veteran player. He knows better than that. You're in the middle of a war. You do not publicly point fingers at anyone. Darvin Ham, I know this man. He's very prepared. He's going to have his teams organized. He has a very good staff. So put all this stuff to bed. I think they will and come back and be ready to play.
I'll tell you what, Darvin Ham talked to Anthony Davis privately, right? And there was no animosity. He just said, I love you, and let's get back together.
Right.
And then publicly, I think his comments yesterday were sticking up for his coaching staff but not making it a bigger story. I think those two, whatever they needed to say to each other behind the scenes was said, and I think they pivot from it. I think he's right. That was a moment of frustration. I mean, I couldn't even watch that. The end of that game was painful to watch that.
But
like, what were you screaming at your TV?
But in fairness, though, we started off the season with the Lakers saying that Anthony Davis needs to be the franchise guy. And over the last few years, anytime the Lakers struggle, we keep saying the same thing. They need to get Anthony Davis the ball. In the fourth quarter, he only had 1 field goal. So I can understand why those frustrations might become vocalized in a way to hold, maybe in a small way, your coach accountable. But Zach, the Lakers, they were very close to taking game 2, even with that only 1 field goal from Anthony Davis. Are there any adjustments that they can make? How are you feeling?
Is this the time in this segment where we talk about the team that wins the game every time they play? I mean, it was Lakers this, Lakers that, Lakers coaches, Lakers dispute. Now, the other team won the championship last year, and they've beaten the Lakers 10 times in a row. The adjustment was made by Denver. Credit to Lakers. They forced the Nuggets to adjust. They put Jokic on Aaron Gordon. Jokic on Rui Hachimura, rather, and Aaron Gordon on Anthony Davis. And the Lakers kind of seemed confused in terms of, okay, do we want to now involve Rui in the pick and roll and attack Jokic, but what does that mean for AD? And they kind of lost the plot a little bit offensively. The big question for tonight